Hey.
Hi, Jason.
Hi. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. I'm used to we do the press at the beginning, and I'm so much more energetic, and now I'm kind of like, I need coffee or something. But for you, you're going to ask me questions that are going to get me excited, right?
Well, what was great was being able to see.
Did you see it?
Premiere, yes.
Oh,
yes.
great. All of you saw it?
Yes.
Most of you? Some of you? Okay.
One of the things that struck me.
April 30th.
One of the things that struck me is I actually have not really seen the show.
Oh, really?
Until today.
Okay.
And it felt like a great entree into a show for someone who hasn't watched.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, no, I think first of all, that's a fantastic thing to say to me, because of course we want new people to come, and we understand, in this world that we live in where it's possible to binge things, sometimes you say, well, I really want to watch The Americans, which I hear is amazing. But there's 6 seasons of television. That's a commitment. You need time, and it's hard to pick up a show like that and like The 100 in season 6. But the story that we created, I think, is a real breaking point. It's a real change. Everything is different. It's a new world. Everybody up on the stage said it today. It feels like a new show. So I do think you could probably pick it up, figure it out pretty quickly, who hates who loves who's had sex with who, and whatnot. And then back and see the rest if you want later. For sure. That's great.
So does season 6 have a lot of similarities compared to season 1? Like, what makes it stand out the most?
Well, it's funny because it's similar, certainly, in that our heroes land on a new planet, right? And there's definitely some sort of like visual callbacks, door opening, seeing the new world. They wanted to step out together this time instead of Octavia going first. Miller has this sort of sassy line about, anybody have anything better than we're back bitches, which is one of my least favorite lines that I've ever written. But, it was also a chance. I feel like the pilot episode was not real representative of what the show ultimately became. I mean, it was very different. We were still trying to figure out, would the CW let us go as dark as we eventually went? And the answer, of course, was yes. And so I think roughly, I've said this before, but roughly episode 4 of season 1, hanging Murphy, Charlotte jumps off the cliff, spoilers, is kind of when we found our tonal groove anyway. And so this was an opportunity to be able to do it again the way I wish we could have the first time, in a way.
What was it? I mean, it seems like very challenging. Last season was great. So how you top last season, with this season, as far as all the stuff that happened last season. Crazy.
Yeah, well, I feel like that every year. I'm like, how are we gonna we just blew up the world again, what are we gonna do for an encore? But for me anyway, I always have approached it as, you wanna sit with me? No, you're just photobombing me? Rejection. I've always approached it as a new movie every year, a new book. Obviously we haven't referred to it that way until this time, which is, I think, saying a lot in the sense of, if every season is as different as it is, and this is a new book, imagine how different this season is. So we really, I retooled the writer's room. Some people left because they had other jobs. Other people, I just wanted to bring in some sci-fi voices, and it was just time to change a lot, and we did. The colors are different. The look is different. We have a new producing director. We really tried hard to, for me anyway, success or failure is, do you believe you're on another planet? It's not a planet, by the way, it's a moon, which we all know now if we've seen the thing, but do you believe you're not in Kansas anymore? And that's a hard thing to do on a TV budget. I hope that we did it, but that's something that I was cracking the whip hard on everybody all season long, to remember we've got to make them believe it. So, anyway. I don't know if I answered the question. What was the question?
I think just the one more question. You mentioned the plan, and it's very impressive.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right.
So can you really call them the good guys anymore? Are you still rooting for them?
No.
They really have actually.
No, she's a genocidal maniac. Look at her.
Who, me?
Yes. No, they're not the good guys. There are no good guys, really. We've said that, obviously, to death. But yeah, they come with baggage. to this new world. And there is a world in place and a society that's, for all intents and purposes, we can't talk much about it, but that's working. And will they allow these guys into their world is a big question.
Yeah, especially once they kind of realize what we've done
Yeah.
to the last world. Yeah.
Yeah, and Russell realizes that there's rapists and, well, no rapists, but there's murderers and thieves and criminals up there asleep too. Are they going to invite them in? Do they believe in rehabilitation? You know, that's something that you have to grapple with as the leader of this new society. Like, do I want to bring in this? You know, do I want to be a good guy? There are no good guys.
I do.
Yeah. Well, you do.
I do.
You do. Clark's journey this season is she really, really wants to do better. She wants
In
to
ode
take.
to like Monty and Harper, like giving us this brand new chance, I think,
Yeah.
you know, it's really important to her. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I mean, I think from beginning to end you want that, but of course there are huge barriers
Obstacles.
that we
Yeah.
cannot discuss.
All right, so I'm going to take Jason from you.
All right, you guys have the